at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to Purdy, regardless of the weapons. If Purdy's going to keep putting the ball in harm's way, it's not going to be too much success for this team. But I don't doubt that we'll be seeing this team play into late January. So
a few moments later,
he could have played better, but it was also a lot of things out of his control that happened. But Purdy is going to become an issue very soon because they are going to have to pay him a lot sooner than they would have a first-round quarterback who had the fifth-year option. So, in my humble opinion, this is honestly and truthfully the Niners' last real chance at a Super Bowl, at least with Purdy on that rookie contract. All right, so I don't want to say that I told you so, but I kind of told you so, Niners fans. I had so many Niners fans coming at me crazy after I dropped those previous videos about how I thought Purdy could be playing better and how I thought that this might be their last real chance at competing. And then obviously Ayuk injury happened. Obviously we can't predict injuries, but this was the time to find out about Purdy, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the Niners now. I was supposed to drop this video. I'm gonna be honest, I was supposed to drop the video like 2 weeks ago. I'm a little late, but honestly, I still feel like it's relevant. Like, the Niners have struggled this year. They're now 5-5, but I feel like this Chiefs game is really just, you feel me? It's just really a good display of just how bad this team is struggling this year. The offense does not look the same. Defense has been fine, but a play like this, Purdy, you had all day to throw on this one, and for some reason you wait until the defender's getting close to you, and when you let it go, let's just call it what it is. In this screenshot, it's not looking like the best decision ever, right? But just look where the ball is going to land. It just was not a good throw. It was like bad decision, but even worse throw. You just gave Justin Reed a layup. Now, I will say, when they lost to Seattle, they didn't have Kittle, but nonetheless, I will say injuries is killing this team. I'm not going to sit here and ignore that, but this simple plays like this, you're hitting your lineman in the back of the head. It's something off with this offense. Obviously, McCaffrey missed most of the season, but it's Kyle Shanahan, you know what I mean? We at least expected a functional offense. In some games we get that, some games we don't. Play like this. This is classic Kyle Shanahan. Put Kittle on maybe like a little post route, deep dig route. And you can see he's pretty much wide open. Now, when he comes back in, safety or corner comes down, makes a tackle. But overall, point of this video is I do not think the Niners are real contenders, man. I feel like Purdy is not playing good ball right now. That's just my personal opinion. He's not necessarily a problem, but he's not playing good either. It would just be delusion to say he's playing good. He's already about to have as many picks he had all last season. And we only, maybe 11 games in, 10 games in? You know what I mean? This is just a bad one. You can maybe blame the receiver for that one. Maybe the receiver is supposed to break out, but to miss it by that much is crazy. He missed that by a good 5 yards. So I really don't think you can blame the receiver for that one too much. But at the end of the day, they still do have an explosive component to this offense. Whereas you can see, receiver's going to run a double move on the outside. He just straight up burns the corner. Now, if you want to nitpick, you could say this should have been a touchdown, because in this screenshot, I personally would have thought it was a touchdown. It doesn't end up being a touchdown on this play, but it was a big play in the game. I will give credit. Once again, Purdy's not bad, but I don't think he's as good as other Niners fans think. Purdy's fine. Do I think he's $60 million fine? Y'all probably have to pay him next year? No, I personally don't think he is. But that's just how the quarterback market goes. And Purdy's probably going to get paid. And like I said, once you pay Purdy, that's going to become a problem. And in this play, I just wanted to point out Carter lost this. Just look at him. He's right above the 3rd and goal sign, the right end. He just did a nasty little spin on the tackle. And Purdy's just going to make another bad decision. I will say, I'm not trying to be that guy, right? This probably was his worst game of the year. I'm not trying to just kick a man while he's down, but there's no excuse. That's not even open. It wasn't open ever. And he threw it. And I mean, for the season, completing 66% of his passes, throwing for about 2,613 yards, sixth in the league. However, that touchdown to interception ratio looking a little sus. 13-8. Like I said, he's almost got as many picks this year as he had last year. Passer rating decent, so Purdy's kind of, I'm not gonna say come down to earth, because like I said, injuries are a good part of it, but like I feel like some of it is him, and Niners fans seem to tend to like bypass it and just say it's not an issue. Personally, I think this whole team is an issue, specifically injuries. Offensive line has been underwhelming. Like, they have their moments, but I would say overall they've been underwhelming. And I mean, we're seeing Purdy without the Avengers. Kyle's had to adjust, and it's not going their way this year. Debo's gonna have to step up. He's been hurt. Kittle's gonna have to step up if they want a chance to make the playoffs, man.